morning. Welcome back to my channel, Our Wandering Footprints. So today I'm going to be making some almond flour carrot cake scones. And I'm making these to put in the freezer so we'll have them to take camping with us in June. So they'll freeze for about a month, a little over a month. And I want to start making them now so we'll have plenty to eat. We could just grab it and go, or, you know, a fast breakfast. Just like thaw it out in the microwave or something. So anyways, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is mix up the wet ingredients. So I have 1 egg, fresh egg for my chickens, and I've let it set at room temperature because things when you bake with room temperature eggs do a lot better. So 1 egg, 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup. This is going to be our sweetener, and this is the kind that I use. And it's the Member's Mark from our local Sam's Club. So we're going to put that in there. Okay. We're not using any kind of sugar but other than the pure maple syrup. And then we're going to add, let's see, let me make sure I got this, the carrots. I have a 3/4 cup of shredded carrots that I'm going to add. It's going to be like a kind of a carrot cake theme, I guess. And then we're going to add in our vanilla. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I'm just using pure McCormick's vanilla, about a teaspoon. Okay. And we're going to mix this up. Get that egg with stuff there. Okay. Alright, there's that part of the wet ingredients. We're going to set that aside. And we're going to do the dry ingredients. Okay, so for the dry ingredients, I just kind of put them all in one bowl for right now. 2 1/3 cups of almond flour. I use the Bob's Red Mill Superfine Almond Flour. A 1/2 cup of shredded coconut is going to go in there. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder is right here. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. And in the center here is a 1/4 teaspoon of pink sea salt. So we're just going to dump all that in there. And along with the coconut. And you can use unsweetened coconut. I just happen to have regular coconut. So it really doesn't, it doesn't really matter. So that's a 1/2 cup of shredded coconut. Let's get this all mixed up. It smells really good. I love ginger and cinnamon. Okay, make sure that baking powder is all mixed up. The salt. Okay, and we're also going to put a glaze on these. Now traditional scones, they actually make them into like a round circle and then cut them in wedges. I'm just going to drop them by 1/4 cupfuls and do them that way. It'll be a lot easier to eat on the go. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to add to this, I have coconut oil. It's kind of, it's not melted, but it's pretty soft. Okay, so let's add that. Get it all scraped out of there. Okay, there's that one. And that was a 1/3 cup. We're going to mix this up. And this is going to be a sticky batter. So let's get this mixed up with this first, and then I'll get I think I might use my pastry cutter to put in here. Okay, let's get that out and see if it might. Scrape that off for a minute. Okay. Yeah, let's do that like this. Because you kind of want it to look like little sand granules, I guess, is what they're calling for in the recipe. And this recipe I just found on Pinterest. I'm trying to eat healthier, and we don't always do it every day, but you got to start somewhere. And I love to bake, but a lot of recipes, I'm trying to learn how to use the almond flour and make it healthier. Okay, so we got that. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to put in the wet ingredients, which is your carrots, your eggs, and your syrup, your pure maple syrup. So let's kind of get it dispersed around here. Get all that out. Okay, there's that. Now we're just going to kind of, you don't want to overwork it. We want to get everything moistened. All the dry ingredients moistened. It smells really good. I'm not sure how many this will make, because if you do it in a round, you know, and cut it in wedges like a normal scone, then you're going to get 8 slices. But we're going to do, like I said, we're going to drop it on the parchment paper lined baking sheets. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now here I have about 2 tablespoons of chopped pecans. And you can use walnuts, which is what the normal recipe called for. You could use pistachios, which would be really pretty. Let's get those kind of incorporated a little bit. All right, that looks good. Okay. All right, we're going to get the baking sheets over here, and we'll start spooning them on and baking them. Okay, we're ready to start spooning these up. I've got my oven preheated. It's been preheating at 375. So let's fill up our little 1/4 cup measure here. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we're just going to drop it. I'll use a spoon to kind of help scrape it. I'm just going to pat them down just a little, because I want to put glaze on them, so I want it to be able to hold the glaze. I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, there's another one. Okay. Let's see how many we can get. There's another one. Yeah, we're planning our trip in June, so we want to have some good stuff to. I'm going to be doing some other recipes too for us to make, and for me to freeze, I should say, for our camping trip. So, and I want easy. I don't want to have to be stuck cooking the whole time that we're camping. So. I'm not sure how they're going to spread out, so I'm not going to put too many on the cookie sheet to begin with. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. All right, that's 6 right there. So let's bake these, and we'll see how it does, and then we'll do the rest. Okay, so it says to bake 23 to 25 minutes. We'll try the 23, and then we'll see if they're done. If not, we'll do the 25 minutes. Okay, while the scones are cooling off, I'm going to make some just powdered sugar glaze. You can use juice, orange juice, lemon juice, but I'm going to use some heavy whipping cream because I need to start using it up. I just poured some in a bowl. I'm going to do a tablespoon at a time. And we'll see how it mixes up. You could even use water if you wanted to. It's still going to be, you know, have your sweetness of your glaze. No, that's not going to be enough. So let's put another tablespoon. powdered sugar seems to go everywhere, no matter what kind of container you have it in. Okay, that's just a little too thick. If you're gonna like frost it on a cupcake or something, it'd be okay. Let's do half of a tablespoon. Oh, still a little too thick. All right, one more tablespoon. Hopefully this will do it. I think that might do it. Oh yeah. Okay, as soon as they're cool, I'll bring you back and we're gonna add some of the glaze to them. Okay, here are the finished scones. The ones up towards the top, I baked for 23 minutes, and I think it was just a little bit too long in my oven. So the last three here, I baked for about 18 minutes, and they turned out beautiful. So now I know not to bake them as long as what the recipe said. So we're gonna let them completely cool, and then I will bring you back and we'll put some glaze on them. Okay, now we're going to add the glaze. They've completely cooled. To this glaze, I added a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of the ground ginger, just to kind of give it a little bit of flavor. Like I said, you could use lemon juice or orange juice, and you wouldn't need to do that, but I used the heavy whipping cream. Okay, so let's start putting some on here. I'm not going to circle, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Because these are going to go into the freezer until they are fully frozen, and then I will take them and put them in a gallon freezer bag. Oh, if these taste really good, then I'll make a bunch more. But this was just the first time I tried the recipe, so I'll save some for my husband to try. Got a little bit of on. These would be good for breakfast or just a snack. Okay, so I'm going to put these in the freezer. And I kept one out to try, so I will bring you back in a minute. Okay, so here's what I'm going to sample out and see what it tastes like. Well, it cuts moist. Now this one, remember, I underbaked a little bit compared to the other ones because I didn't want it to burn. Oh my goodness. It tastes just like carrot cake. Oh my gosh. This is definitely a keeper. Oh my. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I'm going to enjoy this. It's really good. Now my husband's going to love it. So I thank you for watching, and I hope you give this a try. And like I said, it's made with almond flour, so it's a healthier version. And you got your carrots and your nuts, coconut. And if you don't like coconut, you could leave it out. But it tastes just like carrot cake. And I bet you could even put raisins in here. So next time I might put some raisins in there too, just to see what the difference makes. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.